about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 52 yards. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Washington now brings this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find the hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Back to throw. Gunter. Open man here is Conklin. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Gunter. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Flushed out right. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in Week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. On second down, Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Diggs going in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw. Gunter flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down and 4, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 65 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Steps away to his left. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Powell trying to pick it up on 3rd. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. Touchdown, Jets. Chase Claypool. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to... I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. To throw, it's Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Allen now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir, 27 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gunter, he'll check this down to Hines. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gunter. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Off play action. Gunter uncorks one for Davis. And this one is incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Hall again on second down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Hall again, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Gunter. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his third pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Howell throwing on third down here. He's going to go up top again. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Gunter. This pass out wide to Hall. Touchdown! Breece Hall. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have retaken a third-quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. He's at the 50.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On first down, Allen. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Play action. Now it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Diggs going in motion right. First down, here's the run with Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside and 2 minutes to go now in the third.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Yeah, this won't be enough. Stop the yard short after a gain of 3. Fourth down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On play action, Allen. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
7 yards there and a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Give to Cook out of the gun. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They'll run for it. Cook. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot at the end zone. Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
They try again with Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Washington now brings this out. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
On 1st and 10, Gunter. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hall again on 2nd down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
To throw on 3rd down, Gunter. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Touchdown, Jets! Breece Hall, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point safely through, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 39, Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a Bills first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Cook again.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Left side, Cook.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Okay, ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now Cook running right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Buffalo, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.